Let's see what this update's all about, shall we? Yo, what's fucking good? Welcome back. We got a fucking sick CS2 update yesterday. So I'm just gonna briefly go over the patch notes, just go over what they added, what the maps kind of play like, how my first impressions from yesterday, because I did spend a little bit of time playing the maps. Yeah, so without further ado, let's fucking look at the patch notes. So it was called the Real MVP. They updated yesterday. So let's read it. So since the launch of CS2, community mappers have been hard at work creating new experiences and updating some classics. Today we're excited to add the first community maps to CS2. Personally, I think it's a bit lazy. It's kind of how they handle TF2 right now. I do like the maps. I do think they are good maps. I do like the update in whole, but I think it's lazy to just choose the community maps and then throw them into the game. So the first map is they added Memento, which this was a workshop map that I went over a few times with friends on stream. Piazza in this kind of restaurant and nice villa area with like a wedding going on. It's a very nice kind of green map, very bright, pretty good. And then in regards to assembly, it's sort of like a hangar where they're creating an airplane and sort of rebuilding and doing repairs. There's a lot of trucks and different angles to play on, but there's also a lot of like obstructions and different angles where you might have like a wood paneling or like a head glitch with like a ladder or steps, or something in your way like a wing or an engine, where you kind of have to aim around the wings and everything. So I actually really like both those maps. I've played one of them in like a wingman tourney before. And then for those of you who dream of Italian weddings, like I said, for Memento, or airplane manufacture, or both, we've got you covered. Memento and Assembly are both available in Wingman. Honestly, I played them yesterday. They're really well done maps. I like the timing and how they play. I think they're going to be sort of some of the fan favorite maps in regards to Wingman for everyone to play, because they just play really well 2v2. And then they've added Pool Day. And so if you're in the mood for something a bit more chaotic, take a dip into the classic Pool Day, which is now available in the Arms Race, which is fucking sick. Absolutely awesome. Pool Day, classic map. Classic map. And there's a Easter egg on this map where if you open one of the lockers, it takes you back to the classic map. The classic version of Pool Day and not the new updated version. And then finally, in regards to comp, finally fight your way through the Streets of Thera, which is FM Pone's map that he's been working on for quite a while for CS2, alongside Cash rework, and Mills in Deathmatch and Casual. So both of these in Deathmatch and Casual, and put these maps through their paces and competitive matchmaking. Honestly, quite confusing maps. They're definitely going to take some time for people to get used to. They're really fun to kind of just jump in casually and explore. Mills itself, I think, to be completely honest, there's a lot going on the map. There's a lot of angles. It's quite confusing. Thera, I thought it played really well. I thought, FM Pone did a great job. For some reason, I just wasn't getting the greatest, my computer wasn't running the greatest on Thera. I don't know. And then it says, speaking of competitive matchmaking, we've given map-based skill groups an overhaul. So in regards to the comp map rank per each map, in addition to redistributing players across the skill groups, we've also made it easier to earn those badges in the first place. So essentially, competitive ranks per map have all been reset. It only takes about one game or one win, I believe it is. I think it's one win to get that whatever your rank back if you had a rank in the first place. If not, you'll still be doing, I think, 10 matches, 10 wins it was to get placed. But the ranks have been completely overhauled. So, it's going to feel a lot more like CSGO, where you can actually climb through those ranks. I know that there's still a big cheating problem going on, and I'm not going to ignore the cheating problem. I still think it's quite a big, terrible issue. I hate playing the game when there's a cheater in it, of course. But, at least there's some content that's been added to the game, and there's some new stuff that we can do this entire time here. And you can actually climb, maybe to global. Or, if you can beat the cheaters. There are a bunch of other fixes and adjustments in today's update, including a brand new MVP panel and animated MVPs. I've seen this already. It's extremely cool. So essentially what it does is it has sort of like a glowing gold effect, or, you know, depending on what side you're on. And then it will also have like whatever coin or whatever badge or pin that you have displayed behind the sort of graphic, or it will show what's been going on in the round. So for example, this one shows an ace because it shows all 5 players have been killed, and this is most likely a premier round one. It's a little bit more animated, like the shot would go through, or, you know, something. There's all sorts of different effects that they have for like clutch defuse or things like that. So in regards to the fixes, let's take a look at the news. Look at the updates. So they've added all the maps, as we mentioned: Pool Day, Memento, Assembly, Thera, and Mills. They fixed C4 stuck spots on Nuke under the pipe, I believe, on Ancient, Holes in the World, and non-solids causing problems. Vertigo, C4 stuck spots, and clipping. So just various, you know, C4 and grenade collision and clipping. A lot of clipping on the main maps that they have in the, you know, the competitive pool right now. And then in regards to the UI, if we take a look, they added the MVP panel, as we previously went over. And then they added the MVPs. Let's see. In competitive matchmaking, per map skill groups are now revealed after you earn 2 wins instead of 10. Okay, so that's really good. I went over this briefly yesterday on stream, but essentially they've just made a lot of the in-menu FPS and everything work a lot better. It's a lot higher as a base, and then they've also added recommendations for the refresh rates and monitor, just in case it's actually not set at its max refresh rate. Which I think that's a really good change from Valve, just to kind of, you know, make sure everyone is using the full potential of the monitor that they have, and they're not accidentally playing on something at a lot lower. Let's see. And then the laptop power savings never actually did anything in CS2. Let's see. And then, yeah, that's pretty good. So all in all, I think the changes and I think the maps play pretty well. I'm pretty happy with the update myself. A little disappointed that it's not an operation, to be completely honest. I was hoping for an operation, but the update was only 5 gigs for me, so I didn't expect one. But I do love the Wingman maps, and I believe the comp maps in time will be really fun and really good to play. I think the community right now is just frustrated with the state of the game. I don't think everyone has been having a great time with the game, and to be completely honest, I don't blame them. I've really had a tough time playing the game recently myself. Sometimes it feels a little bit, you know, boring when you come against a cheater or with problems of the game. But I do think that over time, those 2 comp maps, Mills and Thera, are going to be really fun to play, and people are really going to like them. I know FMPone put a ton of work in, and it really plays like a great map, and Mills just needs a few changes. I think overall, mainly the Mills changes I would make. I think there's too many paths right now. It seems like there's sort of 60 paths around the map that you can, you know, connect to mid or connect to A or B, and it just feels too confusing. It feels like you're in a maze quite often, and I don't think that's how the map should play. I don't think that was the map creator's intention. So I hope to see what they'll do with that. But until further updates, I'll keep you guys posted, and I will make sure to update as we go in case there's any operation or any big changes that occur in the next few days or months to come. Thanks so much for fucking watching, guys. Make sure to like, drop a sub if you're new. I do videos and shorts and Twitch streams all the time, every day, for CS and highlights and all that. And yeah, drop a comment if you enjoyed the video, and I will 100% reply, because I reply to all the comments. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a great day.